My second point is starting to think what the audience thinks of you. And I'm going to tell you this. The audience may not even have an opinion about your presenting skills, let alone thinking that you're bad. Now, let the audience think whatever it wants of you. They're entitled to their opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion about them, you know? But you cannot suggest to them that you know that they think you're bad. Because you say, for example, oh, because I know, for example, there are many people who are boring. I know very well that I'm boring you right now. Am I? Okay, maybe not. I'll move on. That's one of the worst things you can say up on stage. In fact, you're not even allowed to say that. Don't say the word boring on stage. Don't say the phrase, I am boring on stage, unless you're talking about boredom, which I'm not right now, and you guys are probably not. So make sure you don't suggest to the audience that you're thinking that they think you're bad. So if you don't show it, they don't know it. That's one of the best tips I can give you about presenting. Now, if you kind of tell the audience to think that you're bad by saying, I don't know, oh, I'm messing up. Oh, I'm so sorry. Can I go again? Or right before the presentation, oh wait, dude, I think Joe wants to volunteer to go before me instead of me, and maybe I won't go because my presentation is not so great. That's showing insecurity. It's cute, it's funny, but it takes away from your presentation. And it shows that you don't like presenting. Like I said, if you really, really hate it, if you absolutely loathe it, don't present. That's all I can tell you. Now, don't think that the audience is bad. I mean, how else can I tell you that the audience may not even have an opinion? Hence the fact that you know when the audience doesn't like that you're presenting, first of all. If the audience is starting to fall asleep, you will realize that. If somebody gets angry in the audience, if somebody just stands up and starts ridiculing you, which shouldn't happen, that's when the audience doesn't like you. Well, that's all I can give. That's all the tips I can give to you if you're the presenter. The audience, I'm going to give you some tips. First of all, this not only applies to presentations, it applies to concerts, to plays, to anything that involves you sitting down and listening to someone else. You're not talking while the person up on stage is talking, okay? So you don't say anything unless they involve you, unless they want you to interact. But many times, the presenter doesn't want you to interact. So just don't say a word. Second thing, if you're the audience, don't make fun of the presenter. Don't give subtle thoughts. For example, the presenter. Okay, so stage fright. No. The presenter can see that. And he will say something like, okay, so stage fright, is everything okay back there? It had better be. Audience, don't let the presenter down, especially if this person has challenges. I know people who have challenges presenting, and I do my best not to be emotionless in the stage and to not say a word, because I can't let this person down. So what can I tell you? Bring flashcards, practice, practice, practice. Don't make mistakes, and don't let the audience make fun of you and therefore lead you to making mistakes. And in a video that I will create later, I will give you tips on how to present. But for now, ciao.